LeaderSpring is a nonprofit organization in Oakland, California. We provide a 2-year leadership development program to executive directors of nonprofit organizations in San Francisco and in the East Bay. During that 2-year fellowship program, it's intended to improve our leaders' competencies and skills to get to greater organizational capacity, as well as serve their communities, particularly low-income communities, better. One of the pieces of our 2-year leadership development program is the executive coaching project. During that time, each executive director receives 6 months of pro bono coaching to develop, again, their self-reflection, improve their actions and practices, and subsequently improve their organizational effectiveness. We believe that the executive coaching project has been a tremendous success.
We're in a moment of really tapping the potential and use of coaching in the social justice sector, in the nonprofit sector. And one of the things that we do is we look to create alignment with your vision, with your values, right? To have real intentional conversations about who are you, what do you want in this lifetime? What's your place here? And what are the values that you'll stand by? It's all about you. It's all about tapping your resourcefulness, tapping your vision, tapping your creativity, and tapping your motivation to make whatever changes you want to make in your life. One of the things you always want to look for in your coaching relationship is the authenticity, and can somebody boldly challenge you, to call you to step forward, and to be a mirror when you might be getting in your own way.
If you think about the authenticity of your leadership, it's the realness of everything that you bring, right? You can't compartmentalize it and just bring, I'm just going to be the ED in this moment. No, you're bringing all of who you are, your whole history and experience and background. We're looked to as the ones who are supposed to push and guide our staff, our fields, our partners, or whatever, but we don't often get pushed enough. And so having Ernest has been a really nice reflective tool for me to think, okay, where are my values not lining up? How can I be the best person I can be in this moment? But after having been coached, I could sit back and actually listen more and try to coach them through something so they could find their leadership and their sort of authentic way to go through it. And so I do have staff that I sit back and they say, I'm really having a problem here, I'm having this trouble. Well, I'll say, well, tell me how you want to show up to this. Are you being the true person that you want to be if you're dealing with this difficult person or this difficult situation? And then it's more of them sort of talking through to find what path that they need in order to move forward. And that's sort of very different from how I supervise now to more coaching.
But a lot of it was hard work that caused me to really be a much more solid person, a better person, to set aside those things that weren't mine to worry about or do or try to fix for people, and to be clear about where I wanted to be in terms of relationships with whether it was the board or my staff or my family. But it was very, very helpful to be able to take some of the same techniques and use them with either my team, my leadership team, or individual staff that I supervised. And I even had some staff do some of the exercises I had been given. And I've been a supervisor for a long time, but I was able to bring in even more elements and give feedback in a way that my coach did, which was really helpful. Use the language, use the technique, use the approach. I have to tell you, I don't think that I would have been able to continue in my ED job without my coach. After my coaching experience, I have never known myself better.